What's happening? I'm N64 Josh, and I want to give you guys a tutorial on terraforming in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So we're going to focus mainly on creating beautiful waterfalls. So as you can see, I'm up on the 3rd tier, and I've got my waterscaping permit out, and I am ready to start creating waterfalls. Now, my goal with terraforming is to create the most natural and beautiful looking waterfalls that we can. And I have an area where I have been able to leave spots that I can jump and have my path, although it's broken up, be a part of the waterfalls. And so I'm going to show you guys how to do something very similar here. So getting started, just always remember you have to have at least one space on either side of your waterfall. So that means your minimum is a 3x2 plot of land in order to have a waterfall, and that would look like this. This is a space, this is a space, this is a space, and then you have your second row back here. If this was a single row, I would not be able to do a waterfall. Okay, now if I take out this next spot, it's gonna be just a nice straight, it's a very straight shoot. And then if I want to go here, there you go, and you've got that 90-degree angle. But I don't really care for that look all that much. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. So if I had done this a little bit differently, and there's a couple ways of doing this, this isn't the only way of doing it. But if I take this side first, and I'm left with that little chunk of land, this square right here, watch what happens when I take it out. It only takes out half of it. You've also got to be in the right spot, which I'm sure everybody loves when they're terraforming. Always place yourself back a little further so that you don't make those miss inputs. And they're going to happen. There's no way around it. We're hoping that there'll eventually be an update that allows us to maybe see which grid, or, you know, give us a little grid so we can see which piece of land we are about to modify. But there you go. I took out that half of that block, and I was trying to fill it back in, but you have to take it out first. So see, if I fill it back in, and I hit it, it just takes the half. Now it's nice and rounded, and it looks like it looks natural. Okay, so continue with the waterfall here. We're gonna make this waterfall. We're gonna make it kind of big here. We're gonna go about 3 to 4 wide. All right, this thing's even looking good on the sides here, and I want to continue this little pond or stream all the way over into this waterfall. There's another miss input, and it just happens. I oftentimes stand too close to the spot I just terraformed, and that ends up being the result here. So jump over here. Now you can only round one of these corners, and I'm gonna round this one. There you go. If I hit this one, it's going to take that whole piece of land out. So keep that in mind. I like the way that's looking, though. That has a very clean look. So now I'm going to go ahead and hop down to the second level. Now, because you see how this level is created, right? Like, I know this is my outside, and I'm going to create my waterfalls here. This is the plot I picked. If I pick my cliff construction permit, I am able to round these corners. Okay, now if I round this corner, I would either have to close these waterfalls back up and then destroy this piece and put it back in if I want it to be at a 90 again, or I'd have to build out this way, and then I could build a piece right here where I'm looking, and that would allow me to get that corner, that block back the way it was. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Once I'm kind of stuck right now unless I want to go and destroy, at least fill in the waterfall on this side and the water up above. But I like this look. I'm happy with it. Let's keep moving on. I'm even gonna round this one. There we go. I'm really starting to like the way this is coming together. So let's keep going with the waterfall construction. I need the waterscaping permit, and we're gonna go a little wider on this one. Start out there, just kind of work my way back. I like that little piece of land that it leaves on the side right there. Okay, now I'm gonna keep working my way back here. We're gonna make this one a little bigger, but I think I am going to maybe offset these a little bit, as you can see. And I like how it shapes the land in a few different ways. So as you can see, in a very short amount of time, we were able to make some pretty great waterfalls that look pretty natural. And you know, if you want to be able to get up here, you just got to leave that. You can't climb them if they're at an angle. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a waterfall that's looking pretty good, pretty natural. Now let's continue this on with a little pond that maybe we want to do some fishing in, and we can actually tie these two together. So again, I'm going to destroy this corner. Once I do that, I'm unable to climb up onto this thing. So let's say you were wanting to, let's say you're wanting to plant something on here. Well, you'd have to go like this, climb up here, and then stand in this spot and plant, you know, plant. There you go. Then I could hop back down, destroy this thing, and that's it. Now, you can't take the corner off of it any longer because there's a flower up there. But that's okay. I don't mind the way that looks. You can see the variations right there. So if you like it one way or the other, you can modify it accordingly. All right. Now with the waterscaping tool, let's go ahead and make our pond here. And these will connect nicely. See, and you just keep on working it. Again, this doesn't have to come out super far. I was in the wrong, wasn't standing in the right spot, but I'm gonna like the way this kind of just rounds over there. All right. Don't mind that at all, right there. We want to keep this one going. And it is going to come all the way out to there. So I want to add a little bit of character to these straight lines. So I'm going to take this spot out here. Take that spot out there. And that spot out there. Liking the way that's coming together. And you could take this out further, right? Like, you could take this out further. You could have this thing go all the way around and make your own little island right here if you wanted to. It really is up to however you want to design it. Okay? Just keep working this thing. So as you can see, this is coming together pretty good. We're just continuing to take out the land that we don't want, and there you go. Like I'm very pleased with the overall look of this area. Okay, so as you can see, in a very short amount of time, we've made a pretty awesome waterfall that has a lot of character. A lot of character. I'm gonna go ahead and hop up here so we can get a better view, because the camera wants to change on us. But look at this thing, and check this thing out as we walk up to it. Like, it just looks beautiful. It looks great. And we're gonna have flowers growing up there on the corner. You could plant flowers on that little plot of land between those two waterfalls, and it's really up to you. You have so many different options you can choose, so many different routes you could go. And now you got yourself a nice little fishing hole if you want. You could put a park bench right here. It really is up to you. I'm gonna take you guys on a quick little tour of a few waterfalls that I've made. But as you can see, it's not very difficult. You just have to take your time with it. And look at some of your original rivers and things like that too. This is all original. This was in my game when I started. But here's one kind of cool waterfall area that I've made. And you see how this is 2 blocks of land right here, and I kind of like that look. I can still get over there, and I believe I can actually hop over to it, which is pretty cool. I can hop this, and you can hop that, then I can hang out over here, and I would still be able to plant something. See if I can hop one more time. Yep, there you go. So, and I kind of just made this little area is just kind of like, it's part of what you see on the hike, which you can see over here. I've got a little path going. This is part of my hike to my little waterfall oasis. So, continuing on over here, I'll get to where you guys can see that as well. Sometimes they do not like to make the jump. There we go. Jump over here. Now, little sneak peek. You see all these waterfalls. All of these waterfalls. If I go all the way around, I'll be able to show you guys more of it. I designed this area, this oasis, and you can check out my oasis video, be in the description. So as you can see, I added a small waterfall to my lighthouse area, and I have a full video on how I designed this area with codes for the stones that Tammy is sitting on right now. Okay, we'll make our way over. I got a little waterfall for this fishing hole. All right, then making my way over to the trail here. I designed this area so that you'd see multiple waterfalls on the hike. Here's the area we were just looking at. And I forced the player to go a specific way in order to get down to this little oasis. All right, and there it is. Look at it from a distance. You can see so many waterfalls. But I want to show you guys the whole thing. I want you to see that it's part of the that the waterfalls even help make up the pathway here, right? So by leaving some of those full blocks, I was able to create a path that allows me to get all the way down into my oasis. All right, you can sit right here, adjust the camera if you want, and just kind of take a look at everything. They look beautiful. It's a beautiful area. It's so much fun getting creative with terraforming. I hope this tutorial helped you. Take your time, be patient with it. I know some of the mishits can be frustrating, but I'm excited to see what you've created. If you want me to check out some of your creations, make sure to tune into my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/n64josh, where I will visit your islands and see the stuff that you've come up with. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.